Welcome to my tutorial on how to dye Sashiko embroidery with indigo dye created by red cabbages. So let's begin by making the dye. It's super easy and you'll find most of the ingredients in your pantry already. All you're going to need is a knife, a chopping board, half a head of cabbage, a pot, water, salt and some bicarb soda. I'm just going to start making the dye by cutting the cabbage into smaller pieces. Now that's all been cut, grab your pot and place your chopped cabbage into it. After that, just fill your pot with water and make sure to cover all the cabbage. Now I'm just going to take that and put it on the stove and turn up the heat. I'm then adding some salt to help the dye fully release. Now onto the embroidery. I've got some 100% cotton, a pencil and a ruler, and I'm just going to cut a square and split it into quarters for 4 separate designs. Now draw to your heart's content. Here's just a time lapse of me drawing mine. And this is my final result, including a chevron and clam pattern. Now I'm just going to get my embroidery needle and trace a pattern. And this is my result. It's a little messy, but it's a first. So here's my dye after 2 hours, and I'm just going to strain the cabbage out. Look at that beautiful violet color, which we're then going to add some bicarb to make it indigo. Now onto the mordant, which will help the fabric take on the dye, which is just a 1:2 ratio of water to vinegar, which I then simmered for an hour, strained, and rinsed with cold water. I then squeezed the water out and poured my indigo dye and put it back on the heat and let it soak overnight. Here's my result.